Hi, this is a demonstration of Dockerize, our one-click containerization application. Now for this demonstration, I'm going to containerize this existing VM here. Now as you can see, it's got an IP address of .136. Now this is Uptick, an application that consists of Nginx and Node.js. Now it's a fully functional application. Now, as you can see, if I go over to Prism Central, it is a virtual machine that is running in our data center. Now we're going to containerize this system. Now, before I do that, I want you to see that in the Docker Hub here that I have, my repo has no images. So if we go over to Dockerize, with this application, we can containerize that virtual machine with a single click, just by providing the information necessary. So from here, I'm going to give it the IP address of the target server that I want to containerize, and in this case, it's .136. The username that we're going to log into the server, the password and password that we're going to use. And then with that, just with this single click, we're going to containerize this application. Now, as you see, it's actually going in the back end and actually containerizing the virtual machine with all the information that we're provided. Now from here, there's not much to see. It's more of a waiting game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel this and I'm going to go over to the backend server and execute it directly from the backend server so that you can have more context to see what's actually happening behind the hood. Okay, now I'm here in the backend server. Now, as you can see here, we have the application called Extract to Container, a Python application that actually does most of the heavy lifting of containerizing our VM. Now, if I execute it from here, now as you can see, it will go through all the necessary steps of containerizing that application, and you can see in more context of what it's actually doing. From here, what it's actually doing is it's installing Blueprint, which figures out all the dependencies and all the files that are required to containerize this application. And then once it's done that, it will then make a blueprint and then create a Docker file. And then from there, it will then create the Docker image and then push it into the Docker repo. And as you can see, we're finished and it's fully containerized the application and put it to the Docker Hub. Now, if I go over to the Docker Hub itself and I refresh, you will see that the new image has been pushed. Now that we have a Docker image, we can deploy this application anywhere. It's portable now. So what I'm going to do is actually going to pull this Docker image onto my local system and actually run the application as a container. So if you look on my local system, I have these sets of images, and what I will do now is I'm going to actually pull the image from the Docker repo. And we're done. So if I look at the Docker images now, I have the new image. Now I can run a new application, the Uptick application, on my local server. So I'm going to run that now. And there you go. Application is running. So if I go to the browser and open up my local host and go to port 8080, you will see the Uptick application fully running, just like it did over here as a fully virtualized machine. Thank you.